Hi everyone, welcome to Meditation with Annemarie. This is part 20 of my 21-part series on coping with change using your inner power. So today I'm going to be drawing our second last power, our 20th power, and all the powers of this whole series has been based on my book, Will to Wonder, Principles on the Loss and Recovery of Power. And the book is based on our teachings as Brahma Kumaris. So I hope you've been getting some benefit from this series because it's really about tapping into our inner power and strengthening them. Like any muscle, if we don't use our power, we lose it. So let's draw our 20th power for us to practice over the next fortnight. Second last one, let's see. Perfect again. The power of detachment, which is one of these powers that has a huge load on it because often people mistake it with cutting ourselves off from the world, which is not true detachment in the spiritual sense. So the power of detachment is the ability to not be attached to anything or anyone, to be able to live in the context of my life without clinging on in fear or without feeling the need to control. To love and appreciate, yet be able to let go if and when is necessary. So I am the lotus flower. I live in the murky, stagnant waters of life, yet I remain beautiful and fragrant. I do not get influenced by my surroundings, but take advantage of this mud of my life to help me grow. My love is free and unconditional. There are no strings attached. So the supporting virtues that help us strengthen the power of detachment is silence, surrendering, strength, discipline, unconditional love, serenity, and beauty. So perfect power for us to be practicing today. So let's start with the meditation. So taking a nice gentle breath deep into your belly. Allow your body to relax and allow your mind to become calm and quiet. Checking your posture, making sure your spine is nice and straight. Your shoulders are back and relaxed. And your breathing is even. So all I want you to do is just take a breath and allow yourself to let go of the external world for just a little while as you turn inward into your own inner power, your own inner world, to check in on yourself, to help you grow and change, to help you let go. So firstly, turning inward, I want you to just briefly look at your thoughts that you are creating and look at them in a sense by stepping back from them, just like you're an observer, just watching, no judgments, just watching, just becoming aware of the type of thoughts that you are creating, to help you recognize the thoughts that are holding you back, and to help you recognize the thoughts that are helping you move forward. So now briefly let go of the thoughts that are holding you back. Step away from them in your mind and simply focus, pay attention to the thoughts that are helping you move forward in your life. Then I want you to take a step closer and look at your emotions. I don't want you to get emotional about them. I just want you to become aware, once again, of the type of emotions that you are creating, that you are sustaining through the thoughts that you are creating. So once again, check the emotions that are holding you back and step back from them in your mind and just observe. Again, don't question or judge them. Just become aware. And then let them go. Breathe them out. And return your attention to your inner power, your strengths, your innate qualities and gifts that help you navigate this world of material, physical things and relationships. And then come a little closer still and observe the types of roles and routines and responsibilities that you have each day. And once again, step back in your mind from those roles and routines and responsibilities. And see the type of thoughts and emotions that you create that contribute to complications in those areas. And then the thoughts and emotions that you are creating that are uplifting you in those areas. And simply let go of those that are holding you back. And focus on those strengths that are helping you move forward. Detaching doesn't mean I step away and cut myself off. But it simply means I step back in my mind and become the observer. So then I will know what to do in any given situation. Practicing detachment means I need to practice self-love. For self-love allows me to become the lotus in my life and to use only the nutrients of the mud around me. So just allow yourself to practice this detachment within you. So you will know how to respond instead of react. Om Shanti. So the power to detach. This is one of my all-time favorites. Not an easy one to practice, and it does have a bit of a load on it because often people think detachment means to cut yourself off. And that's contrary to what detachment truly means. So to really understand and practice detachment means I need to be practicing unconditional love. And so this is where the lotus symbol is often used and revered in spiritual groups and organizations, because the true meaning of detachment means to be the lotus living in the middle of the mud in the context of our lives, and to remain beautiful and fragrant without the mud affecting us, but to be the lotus and to be able to transform the mud. And that means that is true detachment. So it doesn't mean to cut myself off and go and live on a mountaintop away from everything and everyone, because really that would be too easy. The true meaning of detachment, as I said, means to live in my life, in the context of my life, and to not be pulled and pushed by everything that's going on around me, but to remain stable and beautiful and grounded. You know, spirituality starts on the ground. It's not some airy-fairy concept that happens up in the sky somewhere. It means I need to remain so grounded so that I can truly apply what I understand and know spiritually to be true, to be aligned with truth and love and that unconditional love for humanity. And that starts with learning to really love myself. So for me, what's been really incredibly powerful is to understand that I am a soul within this body. So for me to practice detachment means I need to practice stepping back from this body and the roles that I play. It means to step back in my mind and to observe how I've been reacting in my life, where I've been disempowering myself in my life, where I've believed that I've been practicing detachment, where I've really cut myself off. Because all these things we do are really disempowering ourselves. And when I'm disempowering myself, I'm going to disempower those around me. Whether I do it intentionally or not is irrelevant. So it doesn't mean I can't enjoy things, I can't enjoy relationships. Not at all. It means I can very much enjoy everything I have in my life. But the key is to practice not getting attached to it. So that way I can appreciate it being in my life. I can appreciate the benefits of these objects, these benefits of these relationships, but that I will be perfectly fine if they weren't there tomorrow. And it doesn't mean that I don't care. You know, often in this world of attachment, in this world of image, and in this world of control and feeling the need to control and to be controlled. So this is where attachment gets so deep, because we forget that we are these amazing souls within these bodies. And the more I'm able to practice meditation, stepping back from the roles that I play, from the responsibilities, from my daily routines, just step back in my mind so I can see what I'm really thinking, the emotions that I'm really allowing to pull me back down, and to be able to keep moving forward with that love and that wisdom. Because, you know, the law of change is very much alive and it continues. The law of change states that nothing and no one will ever remain the same. So, you know, sometimes we make some changes and we get into a space where now I'm happy. And then before we know it, things shift again and we go and we wonder why. Or we get upset because it might have taken us a while to get to where we are. But that's the law of change. I, as an individual, need to keep flowing with that change, because otherwise arrogance kicks in and I start believing that I've got it all down pat, which is far from the truth. So to remain detached means I'm constantly willing to work on myself so that I can keep moving with change, with life, and not resist and become a victim and get caught in the rip of life, because I'm aware of the continual change in life and I'm aware of my own responsibility and my own right to keep moving with that change. Otherwise, before I know it, I'm back to clinging on, I'm back to that attachment, and I start having trouble letting go once again. Letting go of our past is one of the most difficult things we can do in life, but it is one of the most rewarding, because often we hang on to the past and we build our present and our future based on the limitations of our past, based on the pain and the hurt from the past, rather than learn from the past and to let go of the stuff that hurts and keeps us weighed down, to learn from it and to move forward. So that way I can appreciate everyone and everything in my life to the fullest of my capacity, but being able to let them go and live their own lives and their own stories at the same time. Detachment doesn't mean that I make my story more important than others, nor do I allow others to make their stories more important than mine. Detachment means that I trust life and I am able to remain that lotus. So I am stable, I am strong, but I remain fragrant and beautiful. And so life becomes my training, my arena. And as the peaceful warrior in my own life, I need to be constantly training and upgrading my skills and becoming stronger so that I can let go of the past without stirring any feelings of guilt or anguish or fear, but to be able to simply keep moving forward with that love, to be able to keep letting go and keep learning and keeping growing and allowing those who want to grow with us the opportunity to keep growing with us. Because if I limit myself by remaining stuck in the past or by clinging on to others, or I'm not only limiting me, as I said earlier, I'm limiting those around me. And so there will be this automatic tug of war. Because there's an internal tug of war, there will be an external tug of war. So let me first heal this inner tug of war. So then I'm not so attached to what's going on around me. Then I'm not going to be fluctuating depending on what's going on around me. So no matter what's happening around me, I, the lotus, remain stable, fragrant, beautiful, calm, peaceful, loving. And so I don't experience the sorrow or pain of letting go. Instead, I'm constantly keeping the door open to embrace new, better, brighter ways of living. And that is the art of remaining detached. So I hope you got some benefit from this lovely power that we're going to be practicing over the next fortnight. And let's finish off with a lovely meditation. So once again, taking a nice breath. deep into your belly. Once again, I want you to allow yourself to step back from the external world for just a little while. And I want you to turn into your beautiful open heart space. And I want you to imagine that you are this amazing, beautiful lotus. It can be any color you like. And imagine you, the lotus, with your roots deep down into the muddy water of life, strong, dependent, stable. And see yourself, this amazing lotus flower, drawing on the nutrients of the mud around you, the challenges in your life around you. To not get stuck on the mud, on the challenges, but to recognize the mud, the challenges, as an opportunity for you to step up and strengthen your inner power, your inner love, your inner beauty. So rather than allow the mud of your life to weaken you, feel the strength of those nutrients, making you stronger, the nutrients of the lessons of life, the wisdom, the learnings that you're taking out of these lessons to help you be stronger, to help you remain stable. And then see you, the beautiful lotus, raise up from the water, from that murky, stagnant water, and see yourself blossom regardless of the quagmire that you may feel that you are stuck in right now. See yourself fragrant, beautiful to the eye of the beholder. Anyone that sees you will see the lotus, not the mud. Anyone that sees you, the lotus, will instantly feel transformed, even if they don't know how or why. For by you remaining detached and loving, like that beautiful lotus flower, this is how you can help yourself and help those around you. By simply taking the nutrients, the lessons, and letting go of everything else. Just like the waxy substance on the lotus leaf will enable any mud that is splashed on it to simply roll off. So be that lotus in your life and practice stepping back in your mind to simply become the observer, to let go of judgments, to let go of insecurities, to let go of blame, so that you can forgive yourself and others. So you can remain beautiful and fragrant and keep flowing with life. For life is beautiful. You, the soul, are beautiful. So allow yourself to be the lotus in your life. Learn what you need to learn to get stronger, and surrender the rest. Om Shanti.